Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Do you hate going outside? So do I. Take it from another shut-in. Instacart is the way to go. Alright, now if you click the affiliate link in the description of this podcast and create an account and order with Instacart, not only do you support this show, but you get groceries and more delivered to your door in less than an hour. Think about that. That's a pretty good deal, right? What, you're gonna argue with that? Like, listen, it's not safe outside. There's protests, there's craziness, there's secret police. Forget about going outside. Get that shit delivered to you. Instacart. Just do it. Come on. Please.
Coming to you live from my apartment. This is the Short News with Alex Mador.
What is up, guys? Happy Thursday. August 6th, 2020. I'm Alex Mador. This is the Short News Podcast, a podcast where the news is only 5 minutes maybe of the show and the rest is like an hour of fun shit. So stick with me while we talk about the current events first. Wait, let me just say something first. If I'm a little hyper, that is, or if I sound hyper, that is because I had some Mio energy shots today, and I also have been drinking this tea called mate. It's very popular in like Chile and Argentina, and it's got caffeine, and it's also got mate in it, which is like it like gets you real wired, and so that's what's going on with me right now. I am fucking wired. So podcasting is going to be really fun today. I have some stuff in store. Jake Paul is in the news, but first let's go over what is happening in our government. So Mitch McConnell, I believe, was talking about setting up some sort of replacement for the $600 of a week of unemployment that people were getting, which is good, and it might be retroactive, meaning that they'll make up for the weeks where you weren't getting anything, which will help pull some people out of debt, because how else are they spending money? Like that, they're just putting themselves in debt. So the government's going to have to help people pick up the pieces a little bit, because that's just not cool to leave them in the dust. You got the other side saying, oh, well, you can't give them handouts. They're making more money than if they were working. And it's like, well, then that's a problem. That's its own problem. If they're not being paid enough, then that needs to be fixed. And anyways, like, I don't see it as a bad thing when nobody can find a job. How else do you expect to get money? Do you want people to turn to a life of crime? I don't think so. And not everybody has like a podcast or musical abilities where they can make money off of that. And I'm barely making money off that. I'm making something now, finally, but like it's not enough to live. Let me say that. And these people deserve to be able to support themselves and get through this and eat. How else do you expect them to do that? With no money or $300 a week. That will get you, okay, so let's say groceries are maybe $100 a week at lowest if you get everything you need, and that's for just like two people, and that's like just necessities, no snacks, just a few things, whatever. And then what? You got 200 left, maybe. What do you do with that? You got to pay your bills. You got to pay your rent. Rent in New York City is like $1,000 or more, depending on where you live. So tell me how $300 is going to help people pay for their rent and allow them to not be homeless. I just don't see a world where that turns out okay. They're saying a lot of people are going to end up homeless, evicted, if our government doesn't come up with a sufficient plan to help those people. And it definitely concerns me. Like, there's millions and millions of people that are unemployed right now. Our economy is not going to recover if all of these people don't have homes. It's a snowball effect. And you have to do something to help these people somewhere. You can't just keep saying, oh, you can't give them handouts. You kind of have to when there's no other way. That's what the tax money is for. What, you're going to spend it on fucking jets that don't work? You guys hear about these military planes that have nothing but problems? They're all defective, and that's where your money is going? Is that cool to you? I don't think so. That's not cool to me. I want my tax money to go to working planes, and if those planes aren't fucking working, I want it to go to education or to support people that need it. Not the fucking military. They have enough money, they have enough people, they have enough manpower, they have enough weapons. It's useless to me. What, you're gonna put money into the prison system to lock more people of color up for drug charges? Stupid. Put that money in the pockets of the citizens who need it right now in this fucked up time where this virus there could have been preventative measures taken so that this whole situation would have been avoided. And instead, the people in charge are blaming China, perpetuating this anti-Asian sentiment that is just the most horrifying thing as an Asian American. I have been a victim of hate because of this. People I know have been a victim of hate because of this. Because the motherfucker in power is blaming China and making it seem like they're spreading the virus to us, when in reality, he was not prepared and treated it like it was some sham. And now look, 150,000 people dead. Good job, guys. And even more people out of work. And then this motherfucker, he's trying to rig the election. You guys, how can you stand by that? First off, a few weeks ago, Fox News asked him, so will you accept the results of the election if you lose? And he said, I'll have to see. How do you justify that? What is your justification there? And then he's trying to end mail-in voting because he claims that you can fake that. I'm pretty sure you can't. I'm pretty sure they've thought that through, and he just wants to win. He knows that he barely has a chance right now. Most people hate him. Yeah, he's got his supporters, his main base of like white racists, but that's it. That's it. And he doesn't want people to mail in ballots during a pandemic? How stupid can you be? Oh my god. He's just fucking shit up everywhere he goes. Now he's trying to ban TikTok, which again, like I said, I was for that at first until I thought about it and I was like, this is just, again, perpetuating anti-Asian sentiment, making these people seem like the enemy. Yes, the Chinese government is into some sketchy shit, and I cannot support that at all whatsoever. But TikTok is just a fucking video sharing app. And If they're tracking us, then they're just like every other app. I said this last episode, I know, but Facebook is even more guilty of that. I'm pretty sure they record your microphone when you're just using the app. That's not cool, right? But we're just fine with it. We still use Facebook. Except this Zuckerberg motherfucker gets stupider and stupider every day. He's such an asshole. And he's so robotic and just socially inept that he doesn't understand, like, oh, well, we're taking away their privacy, and I don't care. We're just gonna sell all their data. I'm all Zuckerberg, and I'm a fucking loser. I know that's not what he sounds like. The TMG podcast did a good one where he sounds like Kermit. Um, I don't know where. I worked with somebody like that who sounded that way. He was like a mini Zuckerberg. So annoying. So fucking annoying. I hate Zuckerberg types. I really do. Because they think they're such hot fucking shit and they talk down to you. And it's almost like they don't even realize they're doing it. They're just in this mindset of being superior to everyone. That's the vibe I get from Mark Zuckerberg. He's like, yeah, I can just sell your data, whatever. The people fucking use my app. You guys are all fools. Whatever. He's buddy buddy with the president. Like Zuckerberg refused to, or Facebook refused to take down a doctored video of Nancy Pelosi, which was literally fake news. And they said, no, we're not going to take it down. Are you stupid? Twitter's doing a great job with all this, making it an unbiased place. They don't let me run ads for the short news anymore because they know we're a biased show. Which I understand. If that's your terms of service, and that's fine, and that's fair, and that creates a less toxic environment, and I support that 100%. Now, Facebook is damaging society. And once I find a way to get rid of my Facebook account and not lose access to all the accounts that are connected to it, then good golly, I'm getting the fuck rid of it because I hate it so much. I go on there, it's just like old people complaining about their kids, or people on my town page where I got banned, by the way, complaining about like, oh, all lives matter, or people on my lawn were throwing leaves, and stop putting leaves on my lawn. I pay millions of dollars to live here, and I saw a Mexican on my front lawn, and I was like about to call the police. I've never seen one of them before in real life. I was so scared. Well, I had to call the cops, and they were asking me questions, and I told them that they gotta find the guy. I hate that town so much. They're so racist too, and it's so funny. Like when I look in the Ridgefield Press, the local newspaper there, I at least when I used to look at the police blotter, because I would love seeing people I know getting arrested and be like, ha ha, you suck, ha ha, ha ha ha. That 6ix9ine song, they mad, but fuck. So every time that someone would get pulled over, and they would get arrested by the police, and it was in the like anytime they would get pulled over and end up in the police blotter, it was always like a last name like Garcia or something. And it's like, it's obvious what's going on here. You're obviously profiling people because there's no people of color in Richfield. 95% of the town, 90% of the town is white. You can look up the statistic, maybe 89%. It's very close to 90. And so obviously there's going to be issues with people of color there, because when they see them around, it's like, you don't belong here. That's what they're thinking. They literally used to say that to me. Go back to your fucking country, you chink. They would say that. And I just hate it so much. The ignorance, the bubble that they live in where they've never like had to talk to or interact with or share the same space with a person of color is just disgusting. Because that, to me, that's not a real, like, those people in Ridgefield are not real people because they've never experienced life. They think they have, they think they know everything. But no, you're stuck in a stupid, ignorant bubble. You're protected by white ignorance, white privilege. And you always will be. And it's disgusting. Like, if an earthquake hit that town and, like, I would not be mad. I would not be mad. I'm pretty sure a tornado went through there a few days ago, and I was like, good, good. Fuck that place. I hope it knocked over John Fry's house. You know, Representative Fry, who was appointed by Donald Trump and silences Black Lives Matter supporters. Yeah, that John Fry. I never forgot, John. You fucking suck. You're literally the worst, you fat piece of shit. Okay, I got a little bit heated there. Listen, I don't like him. He sucks. And he's been representative of in like a representative since before Trump. And this dude's one of those like big money real estate moguls. It's like, why are you a representative? And you were taking money from anti-gay super PACs. Like, I know that for a fact. That is documented. So tell me, John, what is that about? Do you not support gay marriage? Are people in Ridgefield that conservative and that offensive and homophobic and racist that they try to silence minorities of all kinds? Is that what you're telling me? Wow! So all those times people said they were gonna lynch me for being Korean, right? That just needs to be silenced. Nobody can know about that. Right, John? When I wrote that article and published it and put it in the Ridgefield page, you had to ban me because you were afraid that people would know the truth about the town? Is that what's up, John? So in the words of my favorite comedian, John, go fuck yourself. Bill Burr. Yeah. You guys know him? You know him. He's great. He has one of the best podcasts out there on the internet. Anyways, fuck that guy and fuck that town. Oh my god. Like the adults that live there are so ass backwards. I don't even know what to tell you. And I dated this girl who her family used to make fun of me behind my back for being Asian, and they used to make fun of her for dating an Asian. And this is the type of shit I would go through. People would be like I'd be like, "Oh, I like you," and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't like Asians." And it's like, what? Not that I'm surprised. Like, people in that town only date white people, but damn, like, it hurts. It hurts. It's something completely out of your control, but because of that thing, you're seen as not appealing, unappealing. It hurts, man. But then I grew up. I went to college. I met more like-minded people, open-minded people, and now as an adult, I don't see as much of that ignorance. I live in a city where people are very progressive, and I think it's all about your location when it comes to that stuff. Because, you know, in the South, I hear horror stories about racism, and then there's pockets of it, pockets of shithole places in parts of like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, like New Jersey, all those areas. There are pockets of racism and ignorance that you need to look up before you move there. Because, like, my parents, when they moved to Ridgefield, My mom's the Korean one, my dad's the white one. I'm sure they were driving through Main Street, they said, and they were like they thought it was the most beautiful town they've ever seen. And they didn't realize all of the shit people that live there, the superficiality, the all they care about is greed, money, and the competitive nature, making their kids better than someone else's kid. And they they didn't realize what they were getting themselves and their kids into. So if you plan on moving to a place like Ridgefield, Connecticut, because it's safer, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? By safer? Because most times when people say they want a safe neighborhood, that means they mean white. Okay? If we're being real, when a white person says, "Oh, I found a safe neighborhood," they mean white. Why do they say Danbury is unsafe? Because most of the people that live in Danbury are black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, non white. And that scares them. They call it D block. In Ridgefield, they literally call it the hood. They call it D block. Dude, it's Danbury fucking Connecticut. It's a normal city. If you've ever gone to Danbury, you know it's a great place. I actually plan on moving there once we're done with the city. That's where I want to go. Danbury, Connecticut. I fucking love it. They have great restaurants. The mall is right there. Yeah, you need a car, but you can walk around. You can find work there. It's great. It's great. And the people in Ridgefield make fun of it. Oh, that's where all the minorities are. You don't want to go there. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? How can you be so openly racist and not think about the consequences of that? Not just for your own reputation, because you're going to be fine in Ridgefield. Everybody thinks the same way, of course, or pretends to. But what about the people you're affecting? Because not only are you saying that to white people, but you're also probably treating people of color the way that you think about them. Whether you are consciously doing it or not, that is what you're doing. You are putting these people beneath you because of a social status that you have created and that is only supported by like-minded fucktards like yourself. Everybody's like, oh, you're so lucky, Ridgefield. It's such a beautiful town. No, it's not. Spend more than 5 seconds there. Walk around, people watch. See how fucked up of a world it is. Count how many people of color you see on Main Street. And tell me that is not the most off-putting thing you have ever seen in your entire life. So, in conclusion, sorry, I had to cool down there for a second. Let me talk soft, like Joe Rogan. So, Ridgefield, Connecticut is not a good place to live if you are a minority, but also, if you are a minority, and maybe we should take the town back, we could do it. If the Asians, the blacks, the Hispanics, if all of us combine forces and make Richfield for us, that would be pretty cool. They get mad. The people in the town get mad when they start building low income neighborhoods in Richfield, like cheaper condos and stuff. People were protesting that. Of course, white people were protesting that. We don't want that in our town. What do you mean we don't want that in our town? What do you mean by that? Again, what do you mean by that? Well, it's going to make it unsafe. What do you mean by that? Because that, I can only think of one thing, and I've heard a few of you actually say it out loud. Oh, there's too many black people here. Now I know what you mean by that. They're so fucked up. Anyways, I'll stop talking about my hometown and change subjects here. Um, I created a Snapchat account after all the times of saying the app is dead. I think they've created new features, and I'm trying to put myself out there a little more for my music and stuff. And I think I think that's it's fun. It's definitely fun, but I'm getting like nudies from random people. like like booty pics, and I'm like I'm literally just here to promote my music. What and my podcast. And honestly, the dudes have been much nicer. The dudes on here are looking for like bro friendships, and that is great. That is what I'm looking for, friendships. I just want to get in touch with people that might want to listen to my music. And there's a fucking I can't. No, I can't say it. There's somebody on here that is a sex worker. And I'm like, what is going on? And there's a lot of like I just again, like I said, the dudes on here are really cool. But what like there's some creeps. Like there's some horny fucking people on here. And I'm like, I keep saying no, I'm taken. Sorry. Nope. Just looking for friendships. Nope. Bye. Like I think I might have to get off of Snapchat already, cuz or how do you make it somebody please tell me how do you make it so like people can only subscribe to you? Like what I don't know is anybody on here just looking for friends? Okay, so I'm going to say if anybody wants to follow me or friend me on Snapchat, go right ahead. It's Alex Madore Music, Alex Madore Music. Yeah, and I'll put the snap code on my Twitter. Whatever. You don't have to. Most of my Snapchat stories are just weird shit and pictures of my cat. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and like let's start a snap streak. Just don't send me pictures of your booty because that's gonna get me in trouble. Please don't. Like seriously, do not do that. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. I do not want pictures of your booty. Okay? And I'm saying this seriously. I'm saying this 100% seriously. Please do not send me pictures of your ass anymore. But it's cool. They have these new features on Snapchat called cameos, where it's like a deep fake kind of you. Um, they paste your head to like a body of something else, and you can make your cameo do funny shit. It's cool. It's definitely cool. I I I don't know. I'm on Pinterest now too. I got my website verified on there. I'm just waiting to get the other verified badge. And that's what's going on in the social media world. Speaking of social media people, let's get into Jake Paul. This motherfucker's house got raided yesterday by the FBI. They had a warrant after the whole looting thing that Jake Paul was involved in, where he was videotaped being at the lootings, which was fucked up. And being a prominent person, why are you going to looting? Why are you going to loot? Aren't your kids aren't your fans kids? And they're gonna see that and be like, we wanna go loot too. We wanna loot. We're looters. Yeah. But so they found multiple firearms on the premises, on the property. What is Jake Paul doing with firearms? Why? Again, like I said, kids YouTuber. And he's strapped. I it's just That's just unpleasant. I thought he was better than that. Just kidding. I know he's not. Let's cancel Jake Paul. This is a segment that I would like to call Character Assassination. Today, our victim is Jake Paul.
Character Assassination. With Alex Mator.
So what I want to do, I like reacting to things on YouTube, and I try to pick videos where, because this is an audio only podcast, I try to pick videos where you don't need the visual context and all you need to do is hear. So I found Jake Paul being rude for 10 minutes straight, and we're gonna judge him for that. Let's fucking do it.
Punching bag.
Piñata.
And we're just gonna mess with him.
Piñata. That's piñata. Piñata, no piñata.
No, pinata. That's how we say it in America.
That's in Spain. Yeah.
Oh, is this Spain?
Yeah,
No,
Spain.
no, shut the up. What is this?
What is this?
You know what it is?
No.
It's a Boston. Oh, Sted.
Jake, I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
He's throwing her in the pool. He's throwing her in the pool. I mean, that's not. That's bad. That's mean, but that's like a prank.
Oh my god!
He was mean to Alyssa.
So done.
Okay, here's Walmart, and this is Gucci. You want to talk about? You can say like I don't know how to box, but you want to talk about dress sense, bro?
Handcuffing the Martinez twins to their bed while they're asleep. Vacuuming them.
How to say? Here we go. Before I do this.
you big dummy.
No. Jake Paul gets mad. Jake Paul is a psychopath. Jake Paul fight. Where is Jake Paul being shitty? Okay, wait one sec. Let me find the video. Let's try this one. Is he a psychopath? Let's find out.
That like blast people's faces off.
We should go blast people's faces off.
What?
He's just beeping at people crossing the street like an asshole.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Is that an airsoft gun? You can't shoot somebody point blank with an airsoft gun. I know somebody who, I know someone whose older brother, they're really into airsoft, and they got shot from really close up, and the dude got a BB lodged in his knee, and it's still there. Like, it healed over the BB, so now he just has that in his body forever. Tell me that's not fucked up. Seriously, what the hell? Like, what are you doing, dude? You can't shoot people from that close.
So he stopped pranking us every single day. Like we felt so bad. Like there's just so like bad. The reasons like he pranked us in the living room. We felt bad, and then we moved to another room. Yeah. So we getting pranked every single day because we didn't say anything.
It's every day, bro.
Like,
come on.
Like, okay, yeah, fine.
What do you mean? We got pranked every single day. Of course. Have you seen the song? You guys are in the song. It's every day, bro. It's every day, bro. It's every day, bro. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fine. There's just like, but when you're like, fine, all the time, they can
just
do
throwing
whatever
like
they want.
eggs
They
at
can
them
do
or
whatever you
ice,
want
whatever
to
that
you. They
is.
can do whatever they want to you. But there's just like, bro, like.
Why was he so
do you
mean to
remember
them? Why
when
is he
we
mean
felt
to
so
only
bad
the
for that?
minorities?
Like, yeah. Do you remember when I was like, oh my god, we don't know if we're gonna sleep well today?
It's a taser. Yep, you hear that right. He's he's
wakes
tasing
up
at
every
them.
day so early,
Yeah.
so early, so he
Just
can
to start
he can
the
prank
vlog.
us.
Yeah.
But the reason is like, okay, he's gonna prank us, but he gets scared. Like I was scared. Like I can say I was scared. Yeah, and I saw Jake so much time like going to the door. Like
Jake tortured them so much that they were afraid to go to sleep because every time they did, Jake would do something fucked up to them. And that's only the shit he would do on camera. So think about the way he is off camera to them. He called them racist names that I won't repeat. I only say the CH word because I've been called it many times.
trying to open the door, and I was scared. I was like
you
ready to go
Yeah, you have
to
to
another because I wasn't like.
Is he
I'm gonna say
sawing
to
their
you,
bunk
no,
bed while
stop.
they're on it?
No, because he's
Stop.
gonna come back and say you're a poop. Yeah, like he was
As
saying
always.
all the time.
He was like that.
And then
when I
off
saw.
camera, a lot of people said that off camera he was nice to us. He was nice to us. He didn't. Like he said a lot of words to us, but there is just like that you didn't know. Like
Yeah.
a lot of words and bad words. But like the reason is like when you prank someone, like how you prank them, how they feel. Like when you prank someone, you can prank someone and then say, sorry, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you can
I'm
say-
gonna clean it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can prank me back.
Like I
in
prank my
blog.
brother in my vlogs, and you can see I prank my brother.
And we prank back.
Yeah,
So it's fine.
but
But like I will say sorry. I always say if I messed up or if I messed up, I'm gonna clean it. Like
Yeah.
don't worry, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm sorry. But he didn't. He punched me in my face in a prank. But like how you feel when you wake up and you have someone next to you just ready to do.
Yeah, this is abuse. They're not safe in their own home. That's messed up. That's beyond messed up. How do you defend this, Jake? And I know it's been years since the Martinez twins incident, but you can't defend that, and especially since we all know he hasn't changed because he had that fucking idiotic party at his Calabasas mansion where there were people all over the place, no masks, hanging from bulldozers and shit. Yeah, remember that? That was like a week or two ago. Super spreader event. Yep. This guy, Jake Paul, piece of shit. POS.
Did something. I don't want this in my life. Like I don't want to be like that. Appreciate it. I was like, yo man. Thank
And
you
then
so much. When I was in Spain, I watched one of his videos. We found out that he destroyed our room.
Yeah, so they had a makeshift bedroom. Like they put up walls and shit because there are a lot of people living in the old Team 10 house, and so they had to build like an extra room in the house. And Jake Paul, while the Martinez twins were in Spain, fucking tore down the room.
And we were like so pissed. I was in Spain. We were in Spain.
Giant Jenga tower fell on him and broke his leg or his ankle.
That he's calling. Like we found so sad about us.
I don't know. We'll see what the title is.
They start like talking bad about us because it was funny for them. He said to us that he was saying to us all the time, Beaner.
Oh
Like,
no.
We
What is he,
found
Hank
out what was
Schrader
Beaner,
from Breaking
and
Bad?
we were like,
Remember that
how
guy?
is he joking about that? Like he cannot joke about that. He was saying to us, Beaner, and there's in blogs that he's calling us Martiners. No Martinez.
Martinez.
This is like
but it was
I remember. There's just like I remember when I was like, can we get a teacher? I will pay for that. Can we get someone to come to the house and we can learn English and we can talk to? And if you don't do it, he's like, you're a because he's like the boss of Team 10. Help me on that. Or you ask him about advice. I want one advice, just one, and he said, I don't understand you. I don't know what you're talking about. And he just let. And all the money, they keep it for them. Yeah, all the money. And because I asked them, guys, I asked them about about bank account in LA. In the USA, and they're like, you guys don't have visas, so you guys can. And then
He took their money by lying to them and saying they can't have a bank account, manipulating them, and fucking them over completely. Fuck this guy.
And I was like, I need to pay him back.
You are just so motherfucking goddamn full of yourself.
Some things you've done that you think are worth the criticism you've got.
I think with there's a lot of things that you criticize for.
It's obvious that with the language barrier between us, the twins weren't always fully aware of what was going on, and I should have done a better job of making sure they were fully informed about these pranks. We all do extreme stuff for our video.
Yeah, just act like just act like they didn't know what was going on. Fuck, man.
And prank each other and have fun and mess around and blah blah blah. However, I understand how this could have gotten lost in translation.
Yeah, blame the language
original,
barrier.
Like, disappointment and reaction was
not
based on the
ignorant.
fact that we all assumed they were having fun and part of the pranking process and smiling and laughing. I'm happy they took the time to share their feelings in the second video, which makes things clear. But they never came to me or anyone and shared how they.
Someone translate. He's in a lot of pain.
That's fucked up.
Alyssa, I am so sorry. For
All the Jake Paul apology videos.
I know what's going on right now. Basically this, Jake's kicking me out. He didn't want to wait for me to get my apartment, which I'm getting in a couple days, so he threw all my stuff downstairs and put a lock on the door.
You guys were gonna be kicked out of the house. I'll see you on your Snapchat stories, but it's all good.
And his tweets. This is from May 16th, 2012. He tweeted at somebody, okay, F word. Not fuck, the other one. Okay, F word. Nice tweet, cock breath. Wow. Very, very sophisticated man. That's what I have to say to you, Jake Paul. Go fuck yourself. You're retarded. Oh, that's another one of his tweets. You like that, homo? That's another one. You know that F word? Homo. These are all his tweets. Who remembers Ertl the wrestler? His nickname. Oh, wait. Let's see. These are his tweets. His nickname was Turtle. Just realized how much of an FAGGOT he was. And then here's Jake Paul saying the N-word in his tweets. You the realest N-word breathing if I hold my breath. I know, dude, I don't care. My N-word, and it's only a 2-year difference. Plus, we're 15 now anyways, so like, 1? True, it's just I had to help my N-word. Why do you think you can use this word? You are literally the whitest person in, like, all of America. That's not your word. He called people racist and homophobic slurs as well as retarded. These tweets were from 5 years ago, so he would have been 15. Which this person's opinion is that 15 is like well old enough to know you shouldn't say those things. I mean, in my town, there were a lot of people that would talk like this very liberally. So I'm not sticking up for him. I just think the times have changed. You can't get away with that at all now. It's definitely gonna come back to bite him if it hasn't already. You know, when you're 15, you do say stupid shit, and you're a teenager, you don't have the mental capacity to understand the consequences of what you're doing. But it seems like Jake Paul still doesn't have the mental capacity to understand the consequences of what he's doing. So you can't really defend him. At the end of the day, he hasn't changed. If anything, he's gotten worse. It's just different now. His only goal is to become #1 on YouTube. And then Disney got rid of him.
Everywhere today, TMZ even posted a massive article about this
Jake Paul got sued for car horn prank.
morning, and it says here on TMZ that the YouTube celebrity Jake Paul is known for his comedic pranks, but there's nothing funny about destroying people's hearing, according to a new lawsuit.
He blew up his friend's car. These are all the pranks, like. And then he ran it over with an army truck. What the hell, dude? Oh, now it's just like a compilation of all the shit he's done. He pushed Tessa, tackled Erica in the supermarket, dropped the Martinez twin Jenga tower on them. More Martinez twin pranks. Blowing up the dude's car. Oh man. Well, this is a lot of good stuff. It definitely is, but this isn't all of it. This is like old. I don't think that you need any more evidence that Jake Paul is a shitty person. I think that much is clear. Oh wow, New York City set up quarantine checkpoints. That's crazy. So this shit's getting worse. It really is, right? Wow. Jake Paul has been around now on this platform for a few years, maybe more. One of the biggest names, but he is on the decline, fame-wise. People don't really care about him as much. His fans have outgrown him, and they realize how much of an ass he is. I used to be a fan. I used to be entertained by his vlogs. But no, I don't give a fuck anymore. He just pisses me off. Like, how many times are you gonna do something that warrants an apology and expect people to forgive you? I feel like 2,000 times is enough. He is just a trash human being. And he shouldn't have as big of a platform as he does. And what I hope they found something at the FBI raid, because that dude looting when you are so rich and privileged and you have no reason to be there. Fuck you, man. You are literally the most trash human being in America. And Donald Trump is our president. But you are literally the trashiest human being in America, Jake Paul. And I will say that to your face. And people are going to be like, oh, he could kick your ass. I know he could kick my ass. That's not the problem here. The problem is he's a fucking idiot who hurts people and does shit that's wrong, and unethical, and damaging to society. So I don't care. Kick my ass. It's just gonna make you look like a fucking loser. Anyways, should we look at some gossip? Speaking of celebrities, I know I've been kind of ranting for a while. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see some blind items revealed. Apparently, the expat royal had a chance to go surfing with some actor friends from his home country that live in Los Angeles. Apparently, he was told he couldn't/shouldn't go. I think we can all surmise who wants him close. So, revealed to be Prince Harry, probably Meghan Markle. Let me see. Did the manager kill the singer? Wait, what? Who is this about? If you think things are bad at the office for employees of the talk show, multiply that times 10 for her employees at home. You think the actress is a kind and loving employer? Ha! Ellen and Portia J. Rossi. Isn't that her wife? Ellen is terrible. She sucks. And I've heard shit about her so so often over the years that she is not a nice person. Yeah, here's one about a celebrity that apparently was killed indirectly, but killed nonetheless. Let's take a look. This former A-list rapper has not been very forthcoming with her legal counsel, which is why things are going downhill so quickly for her. Cardi B? What happened? What did she do? What did you do, Cardi B? What did you do? What's going on? What's the deal with fucking Everyone on the comments is like, please make her disappear. As Obi-Wan Kenobi said, now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. What? She beat up some stripper for messing with Offset? Also some gang shit, but she's not a snitch, but has not done anything music-wise in the last 2 years. Really? When was the last Cardi B song? Years ago. 2 years ago, right? Yeah, so, oh, she has a new song. She has a new song called Press. Alright, she's back. She is back, guys. She has legal problems. One of the bigger YouTube stars on the planet is not only a huge drug dealer, but is also distributing porn with unknowing participants. Is this Jake Paul? Is this Jake Paul? Who is that guy Dog the Bounty Hunter nabbed in Mexico? Max Factor Air. FBI also raided the graffiti house in Las Vegas. Paul is known to hang out there. Oh shit. The Pauls seem to live a lot bigger than any other YouTube star without major product endorsements. Getting big on YouTube usually means you can buy a couple houses, a nice car, travel a lot, and not worry about money. Not a huge-ass mansion, a fleet of supercars, and travel around the world with an entourage. Guns taken from Jake Paul's place, according to TMZ. So, arms trafficking. Yeah, they didn't find any drugs, they just found guns of every kind. Jeez. So Jake Paul is a drug dealer? Let's see. Rumor he is a huge drug dealer.
A few days ago, I made a video about the top 5 worst people from Ohio, and I ranked Jake Paul number 1 above actual serial killers. And number 1 is Jake Paul! Well, I might be onto something because today, TMZ reported that his house in Calabasas got raided by the FBI and a small militia of armored trucks. I mean, shit. Who do you think called the feds? Jake Paul is the gift that keeps on fucking giving.
The FBI is like, why would we watch a video about Jake Paul's exclusive tour of his house when we can just do it ourselves?
What I'm even more confused about is how is Jake classified under the entertainment category? This couldn't have happened to a better person. I hope he gets some good content out of it. In all honesty, this guy's house should have been raided years ago.
Oh damn, they found a bunch of guns.
Yu-Gi-Oh battles on the mean streets of Westlake, Ohio.
Wait. Yeah, you can see in the pictures, bunch of big guns. Those are just little guns. And they're taking a bunch out of there. Why? That's again begs the question, what is Jake Paul doing with all of these guns? According to this blind item, he's selling drugs. You heard it here first, folks, on the Short News podcast. You heard it from us. Jake Paul is an alleged drug dealer. Spread the word. Fly, little birdie, fly.
There's video of this militia seizing guns from Jake Paul's property. I don't really get why he has guns. He's a YouTuber. This was after a few weeks ago, Jake Paul had a party for his whack-ass music video fresh out of London. And now the FBI threw a banger at Jake Paul's house, but Jake Paul wasn't invited. Hey, Jake, how often are you incredibly stupid? It's every day, bro! They were looking for talent, but couldn't find any. But for the most part, nobody really knows what Jake Paul did. Just like him deserving fame. Nobody really knows what he did to do it. But nobody really knows why they seized it because 1, the warrant's sealed so they can't talk about it. And 2, he's done so much bad shit already, it's like, what else is there left to do? Maybe they were trying to find his brain? Fresh out of London? More like fresh out of alibis. You're going to jail, bro. But in all seriousness, this anonymous entertainment lawyer, Crazy Days and
Here we go. Here we go.
Nights, who apparently gets nothing wrong about this pop culture stuff, said that Jake Paul is a giant drug dealer and distributes pornography with unknowing participants, which actually might be the most messed up thing he's ever done, and he's done so many messed up things. So in conclusion, this has been another episode of Jake Paul. Fuck you, you low-life, slimy, sleazeball, dumbass piece of shit.
Yeah. How does that only have 911 views? 912 now, buddy. Check out Sir Yacht on YouTube. That's the dude who made this video. Jake Paul's a fucking drug dealer, guys. Wait, so someone thinks it's over sex trafficking? Yeah, he's a human version of coronavirus. People are right. He spreads it too. Jake Paul. House was raided. Does fame and drugs go hand in hand? Yeah, so Jake Paul, Jake Paul, Jake Paul. Everybody says it's him. Dude's a piece of shit. What do you expect? If he's making porn with unknowing participants, dude should be going to prison. I hope he goes to prison if that's what's going on. For real. That's not cool. That is not cool. We're going to end the crazy days and nights gossip there. I think that's a good one to end on. Let's go to some relationship advice. Here we go. Here we go. 1 second. Let me find a good one. Okay, here's one. My 21 male girlfriend, 20 female, doesn't want to delete Tinder. I'm 21 male and we met on Tinder about 10 months ago. We have been exclusive since 6 months now, and I love the person she is. I'm not much of a Tinder person, having installed it only for a week 10 months ago, finding her and deleting it. I trust her with her social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, etc., and don't want to pry at all since I expect her to do the same. But there's something about her using Tinder that makes me uncomfortable. She jokes regularly about how every right swipe is a match and how it is tough and frustrating for guys as compared to girls. She says she swipes very selectively, has met some truly wonderful people on Tinder, and that it's just a way for her to know new people that she wouldn't have otherwise. She also tells me about a lot of Tinder matches and how well they are doing and all that. I know I should be secure, but I also know that her matches on Tinder would want to date or hook up with her. After all, it's an app meant for that. And if I asked her not to use Tinder, she would keep using it but not tell me. We live quite far away now, and the spying with fake profile thing is not really feasible. Am I getting worked up for nothing? Any ideas on what I should do? Well, if you're uncomfortable with the fact that she's using Tinder, that's understandable because it's a dating app. She shouldn't really be on a dating app. But so if you express that discomfort with her, but she's not willing to express, or she's not willing to accept your feelings, or she's not willing to respect that, then do you really want to be in a relationship where somebody doesn't respect your feelings? I wouldn't. That's one of the most important parts of a relationship is respect. You don't need this shit in your life. You don't need that insecurity, that damage. People only go on Tinder for like one thing. It's to meet other people for sex and dating. You guys met on Tinder. You're dating her because you met on Tinder. That's weird. That's weird. I've dated girls before where like we both delete Tinder together. Like, okay, we're done with this. All right, good. Sweet, let's continue our relationship. And because that's the right thing to do. Like, the only reason that I still have a eHarmony account from 7 years ago is because I don't know my password and I don't know how to get rid of it. This is when I lived in Ridgefield, and I was getting matched up with a bunch of my mom's friends, and I was like, no. So that's Tinder is for single people. Tinder is for single people. Just yeah, tell her how you feel. Tell her how it upsets you and you feel uncomfortable because of it. And if she's like, well, I'm just going to keep doing it, then you know she doesn't respect you. And then from there, you take the relationship where you want to go, knowing whether or not she respects you. I would suggest if she doesn't, find somebody who does. You really want to live your life worrying about that? I wouldn't. So, that's what I have to say on the subject. Anyways, this has been a long episode, I think. We've been going on. This has been fun. I'm hyped up on Mio energy. That's what's up. So this has been the Thursday episode of the Short News Podcast. We are going to have a guest on at some point next week. I have to figure that out. A friend of mine from college He's very big into politics and economics, so we're going to go into that type of shit. Look forward to that. I'll see you guys next week. Follow me on Twitter at Alex_Mador. Follow me on Snapchat at AlexMadorMusic. I will see you guys there. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime. Now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location, yes. You want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location, and it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SB56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.